Episode 168 of the podcast. We are here. We are back. 168. Konnichiwa.
Sometimes you just gotta go nonverbal. I don't care. I realized this week. Sometimes you gotta go nonverbal, and sometimes it's not best to say what's on your mind.
That's true.
You gotta let it keep the silence.
That's
let
true.
it roll through.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the silence is very loud.
It is. Silence speaks
tell
volumes.
It's gonna say exactly what you need to say.
Mm-hmm.
Just go nonverbal.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's get into it. Let's just get into it.
I also have to laugh to keep from crying too. If y'all ain't see that, if y'all have never noticed that before as a theme of life, this week has definitely personified that. Sometimes you gotta make a little jokey joke, but you gotta know when to get serious.
Right, you gotta know when to
time out,
pause. Yeah,
but a joke to keep from crying. But new week,
new BS.
No, let's not put that out there. Let's not put that.
You mean the previous week?
Yeah. We're going to be reporting on bullshit, but this week is going to be...
Oh, yeah.
This week is going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
I could say it. I ain't going to
say it. It is.
I could feel it.
Absolutely.
Feel it, though. I'm not trying to be a pessimist, but you just never know.
Never know.
Yeah. Let's jump into this bullshit. I actually didn't pull up the outline. You kind of just jumped right in there. You didn't even let me know if we were on the same page. There's a disconnect going on.
We already know how it goes. Song mood of the week.
I know. So, song mood of the week this week, it was... if TikTok really getting shut down in January, that's going... You know what? I think I can finally say I will actually be a tad bit upset about that. A tad bit upset.
I'm going to be very upset.
Why very upset?
I absolutely love TikTok.
I think it's a great platform. I think it gives that feeling of what... I know. I think it's better than what Instagram used to give. Because Instagram was just
TikTok.
really just...
It's just fun. Like, it's just funny.
Really,
like,
it's informative as fuck.
It's...
I don't have no regular cable TV, but baby, when I said I was keeping up with that motherfucking election that day, why? Because them TikTok lives?
Yes.
Amazing.
Yes,
it was amazing.
Like, everything.
Like, you just need your phone
there.
and a data plan. You don't need a television. Like, I'll be upset because I do all my research. I'm in the beauty supply store today for like a good 20 minutes walking around. Like, what the fuck am I going to do with my hair? Remember, our hairstyle one was like, you know what? Let me research how to do it. I went to TikTok.
Right there.
My attention span is getting it's getting down there with age, you know? So a 2-minute video as opposed to a 16-minute tutorial on YouTube, TikTok has just condensed it. It's like a upgraded version of Vine.
It is. It absolutely is.
The Vine died.
It is.
They killed that. Instagram.
Yeah.
They still knocking around.
Ugh.
Shout out to the ones that still keeping hope alive with them. I go on there and then music start playing and I don't know what's going on with my phone and it's somebody's picture. I digress. It's not my song mood. But no, to bring it back full circle, TikTok has resurged a lot of old school songs and I'm really happy for that. I'm happy that the kids in them little Gen X is before us. Gen Zers, those kids, they're deepening to the R&B and early 2090s bag. So, you know, they brought back Boyz II Men. They brought back On Bended Knee. And I was just like, where the fuck did y'all find this? And to make a fucking trend out of it where you sitting there and you begging. Maybe they're listening to us and they're bringing begging back. Oh, you don't agree? No? Nobody want to beg?
Nobody want to beg.
Okay,
no.
Well,
No.
In the light of...
I want to beg. I want to beg. Beg.
In the light and the hope of possibly bringing begging back, my song mood is Boyz II Men. It was My Life, Mary J. Blige, but then I kind of got out of that. I got out of that mood. But that song right there, R&B gospel at its finest. It's just motivational. She can't sing, but nobody. Mary J. Blige, hear me when I say this with all due respect, and someone will be offended. Someone will be offended. She cannot sing.
Duh.
I'm not saying it like it's a revelation for me, like I just figured this out. However, she's just one of those artists. Those songs could not have been performed by anybody but her.
Yes.
Whether you got a voice like Whitney or whether you sound like her. There's nobody could do my life.
Not me. Her.
Her. Well, her too.
No.
You too. Nobody could do my life.
No.
Nobody could do Not Gonna Cry.
No.
Like, nobody could do In This Dancery. Nobody can do that. It's just her.
Nope.
As I Am. You gotta take her as she is. Oh, shit, it's the Dean killed that.
As I am. No.
But yeah.
Drama.
No one can do that but her. I don't care if it sounds like she smoked 12 packs of cigarettes a week.
I'll listen to Mary. I just think she can't sing.
No,
and it doesn't.
No, she cannot sing.
And it does in her that she can't sing. It doesn't bother. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't bother me.
So maybe let me not say Mary can't sing.
Let's just say
Mary's voice is
doesn't give me singer.
It's you know what Mary's voice is just it's nonchalant. It's not enthusiastic. It doesn't. It's not that she doesn't have vocal range because she kind of has to for the songs that she has. It's just something about it that's it's lackluster. But I don't know. The songs still make you sit there. You want to fucking your chest.
She just won't be in my top 5
for vocal. Vocalist. Yeah.
For favorite singer.
Probably top 10 voices all in all.
Voices.
But if I'm talking about top 5 catalog.
Oh yes. Catalog.
Oh yes. So it's like, can she really be upset at that?
If somebody had a gun to my head and said I had to choose 4 people and Mary, it was a list of 5 was given to me, I had to choose 4, she would not be in my 4.
If somebody had a gun to your head and they said, recite a song from like 5 R&B female singers, she's gonna pop up.
Yeah.
So it's like, when I saw a clip where it was going around, I think it's R&B only, that party they were having, but they were like a one music fest.
Yeah.
They were like, who's the queen of R&B? And a lot of people said Mary J. Blige. But it's like, I know they might not be talking about the vocals. And I just felt like I need to get that off my spirit.
But to me also, I feel like the queen of R&B, I feel like you got to have maybe like an extensive catalog, a little bit longer.
Mary J. Blige? She got about 17 albums. She's still getting nominated for Grammys.
Well, but would you want to hear that 17th album?
You didn't like that song with Drake?
Who?
What's Mr.
No.
It got nominated for a Grammy.
A lot of things get nominated for a Grammy and we don't.
I don't see it as being that bad.
Okay.
I don't see it as being that bad. Mary J. crazy. Mary J's catalog is sick.
Now she can't act for sure.
She's just playing herself. She's just doing what she do. Little bitty from the Bronx, know what I mean? Listen, what's your song?
From the Bronx?
I think Mary J's from the Bronx.
Oh, I didn't know.
She from over the bridge. She in one of them boroughs. The Tejadas was over there in Queens, so it's close enough. Shit.
Please.
R.I.P. Monet.
My song mood of the week is I can't remember the acronyms of his name, but it's a song called Soft Spot. It's very 80s vibe.
Oh, you tweeted it. Something with a JSM.
Yes,
All
but it's called and it's very 80s. Like it just makes you want to dance. Like it's that his little EP thing. Got like maybe 4 songs in there, something like that.
Sometimes you need
it's really quick. So it's just like. It's a feel good.
Did you LMA dropped the 3-pack on her birthday? I didn't expect that.
Go ahead, you can finish. Continue.
No. What I won't do, I gotta pick up on physical cues.
It's
and
the
what
words.
you're not gonna do
The
is
words of
me
as
when
of
I bring
right,
up LMA.
as of right now. That 3 album as the right now of like as not the era but the space that I'm in. I'm just not for that.
You didn't? Did you listen though?
I did listen.
Okay.
It's like
before my opinions.
3.
Yes.
It's okay. Like that's how you feel about your man. Love it. I just. No,
Oh,
it is.
okay. Because I didn't fully. I've listened to snippets. I haven't gone and extensively. Well, I've heard all 3 of the songs in different ways, but I haven't gone and like personally put it on and listened to myself. I didn't know it was as lovey-dovey as you are.
It is.
I'm
No,
expecting
it
that though.
is.
You see how she had the little 3 tattoo
Yeah,
on
but
it?
I'm just the song. It's okay. You know what I mean? Like the word, it's
I'm
like
hearing
it's
mediocre.
cool, but I'm not ever gonna go back and play it.
I'm hearing mediocre.
I'm just never.
And the girls and the boys, they love LMA.
I like LMA too.
I love LMA.
But also the song on there, I think it's the first one. It has that It has the I forgot the fucking song. It has
a sample.
It's a sample,
of course.
But it's just like
the sample.
It's just like no, it wasn't. But it just I didn't like it. That's just me. I didn't like it.
With LMA, her first album was a pleasant, and when I say pleasant surprise, absolutely did not go into there expecting anything.
Me either.
The singles were cute. They were viral because of the moment, but she had songs on there. That second album. And I can't say it was horrible because I did listen to it more than once, but it was just like, was it that sophomore curse? But LMA, she's still somebody I'm waiting to really jump in.
I just did not like.
I'm not hanging it up with
I
her.
was just like, girl. Like I was just like, this could have honestly just been sent to the damn Jason. What's his Jason Tatum? That's what his name is.
I really want to break down, and we're not going to do it today, but I want to break down why niggas hate Jason Tatum. Like, why do they hate?
Really?
They hate him. Men hate him. Men specifically.
Can he play ball?
He can ball. He got a ring. He got a ring.
That don't mean that sometimes if you're on the team, they contribute to shit.
They say he's like a poser. That's the only way I can pronounce. Like I can explain
it. What does that mean?
He just
like
fake.
He really don't be balling.
He's not as great as they make him out to be. He shouldn't be like the face of the Celtics, even though why shouldn't he be the face of the Celtics? I guess Jalen Green is up there. I don't know who. Some Jalen is up there, and it's like maybe he should get more accolades than Jason Tatum, and then he light skinned, and then they don't like the fact that he always talking about Kobe, and Kobe didn't really know him, and then it's like you always.
I seen a picture of him and Kobe together.
Why y'all hate Jason Tatum? And then the bitches love him because you're not gonna deny that face. Ella baby.
She could have just honestly emailed that to him and left us out the group chat.
The girls have been asking.
She didn't have to CC us.
I'm gonna go formulate my own opinion and really listen.
Go
to
ahead,
it.
do your thing.
You know, cause I'm like, even if I'm not in the space of lovey-dovey music, it's my go-to.
But there's some lovey-dovey music that came out and I like it. Not that.
Well, maybe you're just not feeling the sound.
It's just like, girl, don't CC me ever again until you got it right.
I don't need to be in your email blast.
No.
Damn, Ellie. Well, I mean, I respect it. So we'll check that out. But yeah, I think that's the only new music that I really heard about coming out was LMA. Cardi B still pushing back that album. You still thinking this year? You still thinking fourth quarter?
I don't know.
I'm just glad that you just saying I don't know at this point, as opposed to a strong yes, that shit's coming, because it's not.
It has to come regardless. It has to.
It has to.
It has to.
She's dragging it. I ain't never seen a motherfucker drag an album out.
One thing I will listen to, not listen to, but for somehow I do believe that their celebrities do have a main key fan page that knows actual business.
Yeah, like B Legion. That's her. That's Beyonce on Twitter.
I believe there's one car. I do believe that she has to come out with the album. I do believe.
Contractually, she is obligated to give them niggas another album.
I'm saying she has to.
But there's a lot of bullshit going on around these labels right now, and like people getting fired and stuff like that. That I won't even pretend to say that I know what the fuck is going on with all the higher ups moving around and people coming into positions. All I know is they talking about AI taking over people's jobs, and I just don't know. It goes with the theme for this week of I just don't know. I don't know. Mm-mm. But we do have a book club mention for the month of November. I don't know if any of you out there that be watching us are actually like paying attention to our book club mentions, but I'm always going to mention them. New month, new read. We have Murder Mamas.
Murder Mamas.
Shout out to Niche for her pick. I haven't started yet. Shocker. I know. You don't have to say anything. Please.
I wasn't. I thought you didn't read the book.
I feel like this is a book that I might have read years ago. It looks familiar.
Murder Mama.
But the plot's not really ringing a bell. But I am excited because I feel like it's going to give me a trip down nostalgia ghetto lane. And that's a trip I'm willing to go on right now. Just to escape. Escapism. I was on BookTok the other day and a lot of the girls use escapism in their hashtags when they're talking about the books. And I'm like, should we really be like banking on the outcome of fictional characters and character development to like live vicariously through like novels? But
if that's what you want to do,
I don't give a fuck. I could be doing crack. That's escapism. I could be doing drugs.
People do it with celebrities, TV shows. Why not? Give it a go.
I have a confession.
Now, don't be upset if it's not the outcome that you wanted it to be.
No, I like to be upset during my books. That's how I know a book is good. If I'm emotionally invested in the characters and the plot, I know that it's good. I need a little bit of, yeah, I need that. I need that. When motherfuckers is watching, I wholeheartedly understand reality TV bingers, crime show watchers. I get it because I get the same feeling, the same endorphins run through my body when I am reading a novel. It's the same exact thing. I get it. I pick my poison. And I think it's relatively okay. Now, do I have a wide expectation and ideology of what a man is supposed to be doing for me in this world? Probably never going to be able to be in a relationship because I'm going to compare everybody to my book boyfriends. But that's okay.
Who can do that?
If you're not renting out a boat for me to read for the entire day, if you are not flying me back and forth on a private jet, if you are not literally saying to somebody, if you touch her, you will be unalived, I need that energy in my life. And that's what I get through my books. Now, if all my girls in my books can get it, why I can't get it?
Well, make sure the person that you meet, he can afford to fly you on the PJ.
Okay, just rent out the boat.
Because
just rent out the boat and
you
let me
better
read
make sure he could do that too.
An entire yacht. Just
all
rent
right.
it out.
You gotta make sure he could do that. Because if he don't, I'm sorry.
Why you not buying the dream house that I want? Like, and then when I come back to you in 10 years, you had the house sitting there for 5 years because you knew I would be coming back to you.
It's not real.
Why you not buying the building for me to bring my building in? Like, you own the building that I want to put my practice or business in, so you give the building to me. You make me, you're the reason why I open up my dance studio.
You gotta stop.
Sorry. My bad, y'all. I'm gonna rein it in. I ain't gotta stop shit.
That's sad, Sasha.
No, it's not.
That's scary.
No, it's not.
That's scary.
People do the same things with that. No, you just said it was fine. And you just said people do the same things with their shows.
It's fine, but it's scary. It's scary.
I'd rather take scary. Don't say sad.
It's scary.
I could take scary.
No, because that is kind of sad because it's like, what if that person, what if he can't afford it?
I know in reality. Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda. I'm not crazy. I don't think I'm crazy.
That would be a fucking crazy ass movie or show series.
A lot of these books that I'm reading.
Who is obsessed with reading books that she believes that she should be treated the way her girls in the book is treated, and she just gets fucking psychotic when she dates these fucking men.
Where are you?
I'm gonna write that. That's gonna be good. That's gonna be a good show. That's gonna be good. Okay. That's gonna be good.
I'll tune in.
That's gonna be good.
I don't know about that plot.
That's gonna be good.
That's kind of scary.
That's gonna be good.
I'm sure there's a book out here that's like that already.
Not a book.
Okay. Well,
that's gonna be good.
I'm gonna write a book. I've been said that.
Should have been.
No, I have to wait till at least 47.
All right, grand.
No, 47 for all the characters in my books to be truly developed.
Okay.
And for I see you play it this week. Let me get positive before we go down on a spiral. New Orleans students Nakia Jackson and Cecilia. That's a way to spell it. Cecilia Johnson, credited with solving the Pythagorean theorem using trigonometry, have discovered 9 more solutions to the problem. And I want to say this because when I say the Pythagorean theorem kicked my ass in high school, and the fact that we got 2 ninth graders that not only solved it, which it's been solved before, granted, 9 more solutions and ways to do so. Just give
That's
them
a crazy brain.
Give them a STEM. Give them a STEM package right now.
That
give them a STEM grade. Science and math.
Out of this world.
Stuff like that speaks to me because I could never. Math,
Hell
numbers.
No.
Only thing is when I'm counting that chicken.
That munyon.
Skrilla, baby.
That munyon.
You know I don't like that word.
That munyon.
Did I tell you I don't like that word? I told Shani I don't like that word. I don't know.
Why you don't like munyon?
Why can't we just say cash?
But Shamar said munyon.
That's where that came from?
Munyon.
Screw you and Shamar.
That's not nice. You clock that T.
Oh no. My body is T. I got it. You ate. Damn.
I don't like that, Sasha. Stop that.
Everybody else say it's not a problem. I come in here with some vernacular, and now it's an issue.
You didn't read your word of the day.
I was going to it.
That's you out of order.
No.
That's way before I see you play it.
You gotta switch it up on these.
No, Sasha.
I added it on here. Why do I always skip it?
Oh my God.
Well, the word of the day is urbane.
All right.
Spelling Urbane, and it usually is in contrast to men, meaning they have a very sophisticated demeanor and they are positively mannered. So I'm gonna use it in a sentence for y'all. You niggas. No, I'm sorry. My bad. Let me do this right. His demeanor came off very urbane from the way that he spoke to the way that he carried himself. You can see that in the way that he...
That's a run-on sentence.
I'll put a comment there.
Sasha, you could have just stopped after the last part. I like that one. You could have just stopped. Shani would have said it. Shani would have said it. If Shani was here, Shani would have said it.
I want to know why you think because Shani would have said it, she still wouldn't have been getting this.
Shani would have...
Like, I want to...
Shani would have been told you to stop.
It still would have had attitude.
Sorry, it was the blood of Shani took over me. Sorry.
Oh, so you admit she a bitch.
The spirit of Shani.
Oh!
That wasn't bitchy what I said. The spirit of Shani took over me. Sorry.
You have to put a poll up. You're gonna...
The spirit of Shani literally took over my body within that second.
Now. You will clip this motherfucker.
Sorry.
And we will put a poll up.
Whew.
Was that... Had grammatical errors all up in that motherfucker? Yes. You couldn't let that one rock.
It was Shani.
We were having a hard week.
The spirit of Shani literally took over me.
We having a hard fucking week of hard few days.
The spirit of Shani took over me.
I'm gonna let her know you said that. I'm gonna send this personally to her.
Okay. That was a good word though.
I like that one. I'm gonna keep it urbane.
What do you think that fragrance for a man smells like?
Urbane. Tom Ford Tuscan leather. Smelling like a brick. Degenerate where even Ellen knows our shit. I really want Drake to take a year off. If you don't hear nothing else on the internet, because I know you're scouring, I know you're scrolling. You see everything, every hashtag, champagne, poppy.
Oh, him and Party Next Door about to drop after he finished tour.
I heard.
He said it on the TikTok.
The Party Next Door TikTok.
Yo, it's genius. Like,
hilarious.
What the fuck?
From the recreation to him literally doing the side eye
on purpose. Yes,
it's funny. It's funny. It's really funny.
I like this Party Next Door, okay? I don't know about nobody else, but I like this one.
He's sassy as fuck with it.
I meant like look-wise. Like, I like this one.
Oh, yeah.
I like this.
Thickums.
I like it.
Thickums.
I like it.
Because, and I feel like this is the most that he's been, like, in the spot. Like, if you know Party Next Door, you know he has a cult following. But it's like, do I really know what the fuck this little face look like? He got a cult following, yo. There's motherfuckers who can't say nothing about Party Next Door.
They know word for word for word.
I think him and Brent got like the same kind of fan base. Like whoever was at that Brent tour is at this Party Next Door tour. And then I get it. And I love both of their music. I do.
But I like this Party Next Door.
It's like
Scrumptious.
it's like thick.
Yeah, no, yes, and it look good.
It's like ill body, but like I like it.
Yeah, I like it.
Like it's no definition to him whatsoever, but it's like manly.
He was eating, girl.
Not a bicep in sight.
No.
Just belly.
He was eating.
Just belly.
He's
fed.
Happy.
He's fed.
Happy, right?
Yeah.
I just want to make sure there's nothing wrong. Like nothing
like diabetes.
No, I'm just saying like nothing happened.
My bad.
Nothing happened, right?
That nigga gained weight. Drinking fucking
And where is he from?
Toronto.
Okay, yes.
Drinking fucking Don Julio. They eating fucking chicken wings at 3:00 in the morning in the studio and going to bed on a heavy sleep.
And you know what I also want to say real quick?
Ridiculous shit. Unless you are sick and I don't know, I'm sorry.
What is like Drake and Party Next Door with like obsession with like bad bitches in small towns that you would never think of? Like they always mention like in a small country town. It's like, where the fuck are you getting this from? Like your pretty ass out in Mobile. It's like, where the fuck are you finding a girl from Mobile, Alabama from? But him and
wait. Diamond in the rough. There be some gems somewhere.
Where the fuck do like?
I think it's their obsession with. I know, because you know, around the industry, you see the same women being. I don't want to say recycled. I want to maybe
recycled.
Let me say recycled, but in the most respectful way, because I don't give those women shit.
No, the niggas gonna bite the bait, whatever.
And bite the bait, one, and two.
Get what they gotta get.
When you get sniped, you get sniped. You gotta take the L. It's part of the game. It is what it is. But on top of that, niggas like those girls that a lot of guys have had. One, I want to see what that's about. Mm-hmm. I want to know why this person had this person. Or it could be a competition thing. I want to one-up this person because I feel like I'm better than them. All of it. Healthy competition. As long as it's all healthy. I'm here for it. But I think once you've had all the girls that all the niggas had, you kind of want to be the one to put your stamp on finding the next thing. Or finding that diamond in the rough or that gem that nobody knows about. You know what I'm saying?
Mobile, Alabama. Like, what the fuck?
Pretty ass out in Mobile. Like, he went there. He found her. I'm just saying. Do you think he got snubbed with the Grammys? Party Next Door?
I don't know.
I think his fans are a little.
I don't know what.
I think it might be a tad.
What are the dates for the? I don't know the dates for the Grammys.
It's not dates. They all. It ain't even them. Their peer. The Grammys. Your peers vote for your shit.
No, when for a song. Like when does that the song have to be out to be nominated for a Grammy?
Yeah, Glow just is Grammy-nominated for like 3 Grammys, and I feel like Party Next Door's album came out before that. Like, I think it's just whoever nominates you. I think it's what's popular at the time. I do think there is a time frame. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know the specifics.
That was an album.
The Party Next Door. That was an album.
Okay, I didn't know it was an album.
It was absolutely an album.
Oh, no, it's alright. No, like
let me not say loved.
I liked it, but
I like that Party Next Door album. For him not dropping an album in a long time and coming out with that, I felt like it was good, but it's not something that is crazy. I will say this. Sometimes I understand when artists put out music and it kind of makes you want to jump back and listen to their old shit. Yeah. It made me just want to go back and listen to
sure did.
East Liberty, all that, like just like those old songs, like all that kind of stuff. But I don't know. I mean, we can talk Grammys for a second. I mean, I know a few. I know they did what they were supposed to do with the nomination for Mother, and
she's a 99-time Grammy, the Grammy nominee,
followed only by her baby father, right behind her. Her husband.
Fucking tell. Oh,
that's not good. Oh. Her husband right there with I think 88 Jazzy got or something like that. But yeah, album of the year. She is up against some very popular albums. Do I think they're going to give it to her?
You already know Billie Eilish, Serena Carpenter, they about to hit the stage, honey.
Yeah.
They taking it.
But I heard that Billie Eilish album is fire.
I like Billie Eilish.
I like her.
And where did she find all of these 99, 2000 big boy clothes from?
The funny thing is, it's probably stuff that is this year, but it's just like designer, but she makes it look grunged out. Like she looked like she went to a thrift store. She looks like she plays around in thrift stores. And it's something effortless and weird about her style.
And the colors just always white. She's just so bright. She's so white. Like
Yeah.
It just be like, damn.
And the thing is about Billie Eilish is I think I've said it on here
light
before.
bulb.
She's fucking gorgeous. Like
Hell
her
yeah.
face is sickening. It's like one of those
I love her
uniquely
voice.
beautiful faces. But she, she downplays herself. She doesn't perpetuate to the male gaze. So, yeah. And Sabrina Carpenter, I'm not gonna lie, I ain't know about Shorty until this year. And my coworker,
I didn't know about her
coworker,
either, but in my opinion, I feel like y'all put 20 on 10. To me, that's to me.
It's just giving watered down Sabrina Claudio.
It just doesn't.
It's giving watered
It's
down
okay.
Ariana Grande.
Like,
I don't know what the hype
right.
is.
Me either. Like
I'd rather hear her than Taylor Swift, though.
Oh,
I tell you that.
Oh,
but
hell yeah.
She nominated.
Hell, of course.
Come on. She's nominated. Kendrick, he got 7 nominations between Not Like Us and Like That. Mm-hmm. Future and Metro are nominated. I hope Metro can stop complaining. Mm-hmm. But then again, he got more shit to worry about right now. Mm-hmm. Other than that, do we give a fuck? Cardi has a nomination, right?
She got a few.
For what?
Like that. That song, Classy and no. Like, what's the
I know you're talking about bongos.
No, it's the song that just came. What's the song that just came out? Classy and the Cunt. Like what? That song.
Oh, the Missy Elliott flip.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. And I
like that song, but I felt like they didn't do enough with it, and it just died down.
I think it was just there to be there.
Okay, a little filler nomination.
Yeah.
No, I mean not say little. It's
I thought you meant like her team. I thought you meant like the Grammy. I don't know.
The Grammys.
I believe it's like that. I believe it's that song. I believe so.
Okay.
And she actually has a thing too. She's like the most nominated female rapper thing too.
I believe that.
She got something too.
Shout out to Doechii.
Oh yes, Doechii. Yes, Lotto got a nominee too. Doechii did her thing.
That album. Mm-hmm. Her cadence, sometimes her tone is reminiscent of Nicki Minaj, but like with like substance to her lyrics, and I do like it. I fuck with it. I like all of it? No, but by far out of all the rap girls that I've listened to this year, that was my most enjoyed album listening to. Yeah, and Flo Milli, I did like Flo Milli too. Yeah.
I think the R&B one is good. They got Money Long, Nobody Knows. What's that song? Twin.
Nobody knows.
Where have you been?
Like you
yeah, that Chris Brown Residuals.
Yes.
And there's another song. And there's another one too. I'm just
His
like,
album
damn.
1111 is up too.
Yeah, it is.
With Money Long.
And somebody else in that. I'm like, wow.
I don't really understand why Hands to Heaven is not in the R&B category, but
what's it in?
It's not. It's just, the album of the year. She got a bunch of she got 9 nominations altogether, but like I thought Hands to Heaven would be in the R&B category.
But it's not because it's labeled a country.
I know, but it is one of her greatest R&B songs ever. I don't care what nobody got to say about that.
Yeah, it's country
or not.
It's not going to be R&B.
Alternative. It's alternative R&B.
It's country, Sasha. It is under Apple Music as country.
And shout out to Linda Martell for getting her first Grammy nomination, a pioneer of the country music genre. I only know this because of Beyonce, and I don't have any shame in saying that.
That's good. At least you're honest.
None.
People try to fake it.
No. Can't fake that funk. Won't do that. Too much bullshit happening out here for me to be faking anything. Well, we did a little Grammys talk, but we have more bullshit of the week. And to say that the bullshit of the week is pretty much correlated to everything election related, let's get into it. Tuesday, November 5th, Donald J. Trump was named the 47th president of the United States of America. I literally want to gag. My stomach has bile in it. I want to throw up saying that.
I don't know about you, but I know.
I don't know about much.
I don't know if it was my internal feelings that just got blasted into like my all surroundings, because when I woke up that next day, the rest of the entire week has probably been the most quietest week I have ever experienced.
That ain't just you.
I've never heard it so quiet.
I haven't heard that day, that Wednesday, I heard a peep Nowhere. You didn't hear children playing outside. You didn't hear people walking their kids to school. You didn't hear dogs outside barking. You didn't hear shit.
I heard nothing.
You didn't hear shit. It sounded, the world was still. I don't know if it was for shock, for people just being completely and utterly distraught about what this presidential election turnout was, but that's what we were held with. I know when I was on high, I had high anxiety the entire Tuesday. Mm-hmm. I had high anxiety the entire Tuesday. And not because I didn't think that people were going to vote for Trump. I knew who was going to vote for Trump. Mm-hmm. I've been to the towns. I've been traveling around New Jersey specifically, and I've seen the towns, even with this being a fucking blue state, I've seen the towns where Trump is, it reigns supreme. Like, literally, people have paid money to put banners up on their houses that say, this is Trump's country. Mm-hmm. This is Trump country. Like, you're in Trump territory. Like, I've been seeing it. And the fact that New Jersey is a through and through blue state and almost swung a little bit. With just because Trump been coming down for the better part of the last year, coming down to the shore, touching them people in South Jersey, going to those rural areas where they got the farmland and all that kind of shit, and talking to them motherfuckers and really being in their face, promising them absolutely bullshit on top of bullshit. Mm-hmm. It just really, I'm sorry, that whole entire Tuesday, it's not that I didn't think she was going to win. I was like, I don't think enough people have even gone out and voted. I think a lot of people are just not going to vote.
I just seen a bunch of mess. People not voting. People just
straight up telling me I'm not voting.
People messing with the ballot boxes.
Oh yeah, in the certain swing states,
just
blowing up shit,
just mess,
mailing stuff. But granted of that, I'm not gonna sit here and even do what Trump did those years ago when he sat there and said that the count was wrong, they cheated, they won the election. He won. And he won off the back of racism, misogyny, bigotry, homophobia, transphobia, all the shit. Anything that is hateful and divisive in this country, he took that. It worked the first time. He amped it up the second time. And he just knows his fucking base. Mm-hmm. He knows they are one baby. I can't answer. I'm sorry. He knows his base is racist. He knows his base is unintelligent, and I don't care what anybody has to say about that. Even VP Kamala want to come out and say, I would never call the American people stupid. That's something that Trump would do. Mm-hmm. Honey, you can say it now. He spoke to a very low IQ part of the fucking country. I'm sorry. And I don't give a fuck what backlash I may get from saying those words. Them motherfuckers over there are stupid.
Yeah.
For all of the things we've spoken on here about Project 2025, they have the Senate. I believe they are leaning towards getting the House. He put his Supreme Court justices in there before he left out. All of the things that 900 plus page manifesto spells out is literally dismantling a lot of the things in the institutions that drive people's daily livelihood. Mm-hmm. And he's going to wipe it clean. Mm-hmm. And he probably will get little to no pushback because everything is fucking red all up and down on Washington. And that is thanks to y'all.
That's y'all problem.
I mean, it's their problem. But if you look into certain things, everybody, within these next 4 years, if you don't think you are going to be touched by some policy being swept away, abolished, dismantled in some way, shape, or form.
Oh, bitch, I'm already fucked with the federal. I'm already fucked with the federal taxes, baby. I'm fucked.
Like, what are we talking about? There's something in there
baby, your
that is going to hurt somebody.
It's going to be smaller. You're going to be paying back more. Inflate groceries, clothing. Everything that you feel is a good
y'all might not care about student loans because a bunch of y'all didn't go to college. And granted, that's your choice, whatever. But that speaks to the low IQs that were sitting there and voting for that nigga that was just spewing.
All of that's going to be gone, like everything. Like,
you have I really want to get into the fact that I'm not about to sit here and it was white people. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be honest with you. Because they voted how they always usually vote.
Oh, yeah.
And majority of them vote Republican.
It's the people of color.
It's the POCs.
Yes.
It's the Hispanic community, Asian community, Middle Eastern community that listen to everything that this man has said about them specifically. He literally attacked Hispanic culture, called them thugs, rapists, gangbangers. Sat there, put a Muslim ban up, and said that Chinese and Asian people are the reason for COVID. But yet y'all came out in a higher number rate to vote for a man that's literally about to dismantle your livelihood. And then for the white people that continue to vote for him, he's going to take away Medicaid. He's going to take away food stamps. He's going to take away Head Start, child care, all these early
overtime. So all of y'all that be banking on overtime,
y'all over there in the mines, where y'all think y'all about to get overtime?
For little Timmy dump truck for Christmas, it ain't gonna happen because he's taking away overtime. He want to take away all of that stuff.
You're not gonna be able to buy your tires for your tractor trailer.
Nothing.
Like, let's just be completely and utterly honest. I'm very sick with the brown people that sat there and think that because you have this obsession with whiteness that you voted in your favor. You didn't. You might not see it now. You might not see it next year. But before these 4 years are up, you will be feeling something from this regime, this whole Republican regime.
Sure
this
will.
Man said y'all won't have to worry about democracy in the next 4 years, but yet y'all put him back in the office. Y'all put him back in that seat, and y'all put him back in front of those nuclear codes. You put him back in front of those these country secrets, the ones that he sold the first time when he left out. Like, I can't sit here, like, there's enough political banter going around the internet for y'all to sit there and do your own research. But I've done mine, and there is nothing about and I know Trump's a front runner. Let me put that. That motherfucker, he's calling shots from, he's being manipulated by a higher cause. There's people with deeper pockets that are running this shit. But for y'all to put that front runner back in office after everything that he's done, and to think that we are going to be good for the next 4 years. And I know with somewhat being an avoidant person, I sometimes grieve things before it happens, and they say not to do that. But I'm a realist at the end of the day. And if y'all think that the shit that's in Project 25 is not going to trickle down and touch you in some way, shape, or form, you're out of your fucking mind.
Out of your mind.
You're out of your mind. Men don't give a fuck about women.
No.
If you see what the fuck they're doing with the reproductive rights, and you think...
And blatantly screaming RAPE on Twitter. It's crazy.
What?
RAPE.
Why are they doing that?
They're saying now they're saying your body, my choice.
Yeah,
a lot of them.
How can you even fix your mouth?
A lot of them.
Asinine, like, that's absolutely disgusting.
A lot of them.
It'd be different if you say you don't care. It'd be different if you say you don't understand it. But to sit there and make a conscious decision to be like, your body is my choice for me to do what the fuck I want to do it, and then sit there and get mad when people call SA and RAPE culture and put that tag on y'all. Do you hear what the fuck you're saying? My body, your choice. And you're telling me that you're not.
It's very real. It's just people think that it's just, and that's why I'm just like, y'all are crazy.
Midterms are coming up in 2 years. I hope y'all know what to do with that. And for anybody that's sitting here and being upset that black women are saying that they don't give a fuck no more, you have a problem.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, we don't give a fuck no more. So you figure that problem out on your own. I wholeheartedly, to a certain extent, I get somewhat thrown off or somewhat like I get an ick when it comes to the pandering situations where people will be like, let's start this, then let's start that. But collectively, to see black women say, we don't give a fuck no more, y'all fix the mess yourselves, because we always do what the fuck we're supposed to do.
Every time.
And we show up.
Every time.
Even when we don't want to show up. Even when it's not our fight and not our battle. But the one time that y'all should have held it down, y'all didn't, and you put a monster back in office, fuck out of here. The fact that this man he still hasn't even been sentenced.
He's coming up.
November 26th.
Yeah, but
they're not going to do what they could do.
Nope.
He could serve 4 years. They're not going to give it to him. New York is not going to make that man serve no time. Especially because their ass is almost swung too. Y'all out your mind. Y'all out of your mind. Like, we have, like, points on here with tax creditations and all that kind of shit. I don't want to talk about that shit. I'm sorry. It's just, it's very disheartening.
Mm-hmm.
I got motherfuckers like, you got, like, all of our jobs are going to, well, I know me and my people, our jobs are going to be directly affected.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And I'm gonna say, I'm gonna leave it at this. The Democrats, y'all gotta buck up. Y'all gotta put something on y'all fucking back. Like, y'all gotta get buck. Cause not for nothing, Kamala, she was flawless in the way that she did what she was supposed to do. And the way that she could do what she needed to do. I will not take away the fact that she is not the most charismatic candidate. It is what it is. Some people just don't have that zhuzh. She didn't have that. Granted, she is the most qualified. If you asked her a question directly about policies, she's going to answer them to a certain extent. Did I think she could do more when it came to talking about border control? Of course. But she was the VP in the same party where they fucked up the border. They did. Is she going to go against Biden? Or is she going to stick with the decisions that she made while she was vice president? So you can't blame her. She got dealt a shitty ass hand. Granted, Trump's been spreading his propaganda for 4 years. She had 4 months. Did they lean crazy? And we kind of made mention of it. Did they lean crazy on celebrities for their campaign? What do you do when you have 4 months? You get the biggest names to come and endorse you.
Yeah.
It was a losing battle from the beginning.
Sure was.
The Dems should have been put her in the seat. They should have been said that Joe couldn't do it. And that's just what it is. And the Dems, they dropped the ball. Unless they're going to take this time to really sit there and revitalize that whole entire party, don't come back to black people. Don't come back to anybody in the next 4 years and think that you're going to have a different result. You're going to be more people that are going to be flipped over to the Republican side. They're going to take opportunity. If the Dems don't come out and really say that we're going to revamp and revitalize our party, then we're going to have the same shit. It's going to be another 8 years. Then it's going to be another 12 years. Because y'all dropped the fucking ball. Yeah. And y'all not the party that y'all used to be. It just is. And black people are not obligated to vote Democrat. We're not. Granted, voting Republican at this juncture with Donald J. Trump, it goes against what I believe as a black person.
Absolutely.
But I'll be damned if the Democrats are not going to sit here and not going to show me why I should stay loyal to a party that's not fucking doing what the fuck they're supposed to do. Y'all dropped the fucking ball tremendously. And if y'all going to be prideful and not take ownership of that, not take accountability for how y'all drop the ball in this fucking presidential race, y'all have to do some soul searching and buck the fuck up and get gully. It's mad Republicans that don't fuck with Trump. But they're going to take this shit and run with it. Like, what are we talking about? What are we doing? Man said we not about to have a democracy in 4 years. Do you know how fucking scary that is? Granted, he'd be talking out his ass, but you gotta listen to the bullshit that he's actually saying. He's saying something within it. I'll pray for all parties involved that I give a fuck about. I'm not praying for everybody. I'm sorry. I don't care. Latinos for Trump is fucking sick, my nigga. Hispanics for Trump is fucking sick.
Palestinians for Trump is sick.
He said he don't give a... Palestinians for Trump is the most ass backward shit that I have ever seen in my entire life. They are slaughtering your aunts and uncles. But all of these people align with whiteness. They identify with touching that fucking veil or that cloak of the Ku Klux Klan members that
as long as you're away from being anything close to black.
As long as you're not a nigger.
Yeah,
as long as you're not a nigger.
Black. Yeah.
Y'all crazy. Y'all out of, like, I'm sorry. Y'all fucking stupid. I'm gonna be I don't care. I'm gonna use that terminology. I'm not gonna dress it up and make it real cute. Y'all fucking dumb. Period. And that's that on that.
Stupid.
We'll see what happens. We shall see what happens. Let's get into this breakdown. I got a question for you. Who's more judgmental, men or women?
Both.
Who's more judgmental, men or women?
Well, I can't say both.
You can't say both. It's one or the other.
I think women.
I hear you. But I will counter you with this. The messiest bitch that I know is usually a man.
Yeah.
The messiest bitch that I know is usually a man. Sit with that. I for I think I think innately women are made to be judgmental. Like it's put out there in our DNA how we've been exposed to, or correlating with gossiping and being shady and being catty towards one another. But when I think about an overall sense of judgment, like about what people do, how they move, how they live their lives, decisions that they make, I think that it's more accepted for men to be judgmental without having that negative stigma attached to it. Because a man could hear a girl fucked with how many ever so men, and automatically, ew, she's nasty. She's ran through. She's a fucking whore. This, that, and the third. And that judgment doesn't get any reprieve. I mean, it gets a little pushback now because of the times that we're living in, and the woman is more liberated. Yes, but when I think about the people that judge the most, that are the most closed-minded, I think I lean towards men.
I think it's both. For me, I have to stick with both. Cause I just see equal stuff. I see both. I mean, I don't know. I say both.
I think I take it on levels though, because women are judgy, but it's like judgy on the aspects of what? I don't like her hair.
Sasha, I've seen everything. I'm deeper than hair. I think both. I think women and men are both judgmental.
And another thing, misogynistic women. Are y'all crazy?
I think men and women are batshit crazy.
The judgment factor. I feel like
I don't know. I just see it both
maybe
ways.
They're both equally. Maybe men and women are both equally judgmental, but I think men are allowed to get away with it, and it gets hidden under something.
Men get away with everything, but I feel like now I do feel like a lot of men are starting to get called out more.
I love when people be like, I know that it's strict over there.
Yeah,
like
men are getting called out more. I do believe before nobody really said anything because that's what men do or whatever and stuff like that. But I feel like they're getting called out a lot more.
Yeah, especially when they get very upset when people are like, why are you in women's business? Why are you in this person's business?
They get called out more. They
Podcasts
really do.
are just a vehicle for men to be able to gossip without judgment.
And Twitter.
It's just like men use Twitter they use it as their diary. They get their shit off their chest. I'm like, I didn't know you thought like that. And I like the allure of not thinking I know what your mindset was about, because honestly, I'd rather just look at you. It's a lot of people, a lot of guys that I know, or a lot of guys that I've seen in passing, and I'm like, you know what? I really wish I did not know what you were thinking. Your tweets really bother me. Now, would I say that? And maybe I'm judgmental for that. But I ain't gonna call you out on it. All right, it's 50-50. Let's do that.
I really do think it's 50-50.
Let's break it down. We'll keep it at 50-50. It's niggas. It's the men. But neither here nor there. We'll agree to disagree. Okay, I do not want to be friends with somebody that's always going through something or never financially stable. And I'm sure this person might have put a little bit more in the thread, but honestly, no, she didn't give no backstory. No. I'm glad. Sometimes you need backstory. Sometimes you definitely need backstory, especially if you're going to offer opinions on the things that somebody has written. But sometimes let's just leave it what it is and just leave it, like let the conclusions come to your own. Like, let me say what I need to say about it. Do we agree or disagree?
So I disagree.
I
say I disagree, and then I also agree. I'll say I agree is if you have a friend that is consistently like that, and they make no strides to improve themselves, or they don't make any. You know what I'm saying? They don't put any into action to move past, or at least try to work through. Whatever it is. Now, if you don't try to work through it, you're just still saying the same thing over and over, and it's just like, okay, you're not doing anything. Then no, I can't be friends with somebody else. It's with somebody that's doing that. But I can be friends with somebody who's, who is always going through something, who always find themselves in a, financial rut and stuff like that, whatever. But I will, respect, and I can be friends with someone who I see that is trying and constantly trying.
But just to add some pushback, how do you constantly find yourself? How does this person constantly find themselves in a fucked up situation or in financial ruin? Is it just like this person is extremely unlucky?
It could be extremely unlucky. You never,
because people will fight that and say you make your own luck.
Then that's why I'm saying the person that you know not to deal with is, if you see them putting themselves in an unlucky situation, you're like, all right, come on now. Versus where there's somebody where shit just always happens. I know somebody like that where shit just always happens and they try, but I don't know. I really don't ever let somebody what they personally are going through affect me personally. I don't know, because I know people go through shit, and I'm not the one to ever be like, ill, no, because I know I go through shit. But if you're going through, like, if I see you purposely putting yourself in those situations, it's like, okay, girl, come on now. Like, fuck, I don't want to keep hearing that shit. Like, fuck out of here. Like, no.
I'm empathetic to the people that I care about. I don't know. I've never been around someone who continuously had a bad hand of cards keep being dealt to them. Unless it was something or somewhere they were putting themselves in. And not for nothing, it could be a situation where they keep allowing certain people in their lives, or they keep allowing certain predicaments to re-traumatize them. And it's not for them not wanting to try to do better, but they might not have the strength or the ability to pull themselves out of certain ruin. But at the end of the day, it's still their choice to be in those places. It's just like, I don't know how somebody can keep getting hit after blow after blow after blow after blow after blow after setback, but they're trying to bring themselves out of it. You still have to be somewhere where that it's being allowed to be like, for it to continue to happen. Now, granted, I've been friends with people that they like insanity. They keep doing the same thing over and over. It's no matter what you tell them, they are going to make their decision based on their emotions and their feelings and what they know, and not what they want to learn or how they should come out of it. That's just who they are. Has it directly affected me to the point where I have to cut them off? Sometimes yes, and sometimes no. Sometimes you get an understanding with people where it's like, they're going to do this, you got to allow them to do that. They're not going to stop. For whatever reason, you can't force anybody to do something that they don't want to do. So when it gets broken down to, as long as it's not a detrimental to me and mine, I can't necessarily pass judgment or say, I try not to pass judgment. Try not to, because you can. Especially if you see it's ruining them. I try not to pass judgment and just hope that one day they will get this absolution where they resolve all these things in their head and say, I don't want to do this anymore. But I don't know if I can, I don't know. If I really had somebody in my life that was bringing me down or bringing...
Is that what it says, though?
Always going through something.
But that don't mean it's got to bring you down. That don't mean it's got to affect you.
It doesn't have to bring you down, but if you're my friend, I'm empathetic to what you are going through.
Yeah,
I'm going to feel a certain type of way.
But me too, but I'm not, but
if I care about you, I'm going to feel a certain type of way. And the thing is, I may feel a certain type of way, but I know that I still can't bring it to you because I know it's not going to change anything. But I'd be damned if I sit here and say that the decisions that my friends have made in the past have not hurt me in some way, shape, or form, not to the point where I can't function or I can't do what I got to do for myself. But it's disappointed me like, yo, they deserve better. Why are they doing that? Why are they allowing this person to treat them this way? Or why they keep going back to this same situation? Or why don't I see that they deserve more? Like, that shit does hurt me. Then, granted, I probably have not brought it to my friend because I know that is something they have to work out on their own irregardless. I can't do nothing about that. But I am empathetic to the people that I care about. If you feeling something, if you're going through something, if I know about it, I'm going to feel a certain type of way. And for some people, that empathy, that amount of feeling, it could be very exhausting. It'd be some shit that, like, some of the stories that you hear where people are like, yo, I have people in my life, I've had friends in my life, every single time that I've gotten on the phone with them, it was never anything good. I couldn't tell them anything good. They never told me anything good back about my life. I brought any good news to them because they were so deep in their despair, they couldn't be happy for me. That shit's gonna end up eventually affecting the friendship. It just is. Whether it's to the point where they're a friend that you see sometimes, it's a friend that you only keep around a certain amount of time, it's a friend you don't bring things to because you don't know if they're going to be happy for you, a friend that doesn't bring stuff to you because they don't want the judgment or they don't want to hear you keep telling them like why you keep doing that. There's a lot of times when that shit happens and then you just become friends by association as opposed to having a true connection and a friendship. But just for me, it gets exhausting. I can empathize with somebody where it gets exhausted. Now, in the financial stability point, I'm around bitches that got money. Sorry, was that rude? It was rude. That's like saying, like calling somebody a brokey.
Yeah.
I really wish Lotto didn't make that song because it's very disrespectful.
She made it.
It's not right to just bring that up in conversation. Just call somebody a brokey.
Motherfucking lie.
Lash.
Oh my
Contact.
contact. Yeah.
Now let me. What the hell? Oh my God! Don't put it back in front of me. Don't put it
I'm
back.
not.
In
It's
front of
dry.
me.
Keep
We'll
talking.
Do it. Let me see.
No.
To completely be financially unstable. Sorry, you're recording. Yeah, I am recording.
Yeah.
She's so rude.
Keep talking.
I am. I'm just.
Oh.
No, I wasn't talking. I'm joking. I can't talk to myself. There's some people that have like solo podcasts and they talk to themselves. I can see if you're doing like a true crime, but that's a little weird, you know?
Yeah.
It's like sitting here talking about topics to yourself. Who the fuck is supposed to ping pong after? Like, shoot your ideas. Now the financial instability part. What did she say? They're or never financially stable. I might not have experienced that to a certain extent, but I can see that being a problem in a friendship as well.
I mean, I don't know. I guess because I have what's the word? A lot of friends or whatever. I have enough. You know what I'm saying?
You have a lot.
He's like, I have a lot, and it's like I'm at a point where I'm learning to meet people where they are.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I'll have friends that I go here with, or have a friend that I know if I ever, sometimes our exchange could just be meeting up, like for, what I'm saying, for drinks and stuff like that or whatever. I don't know. I'm just meeting people where they are. And I know, I don't know.
I see that as working, but
I just meet people, like where they are. But if you only got like 3 friends, and you ain't got nobody to travel with and do stuff with, then I can see that being something.
Because I saw a trend. I think about last year. It was like girls that are just their friends. They might be a little bit more financially set. Like they're higher up on their financial totem pole, and their friends can't do the things that they want to do. Are they not supposed to experience those things?
Yeah.
Are they supposed to wait around? Like, what if you never go on a vacation because one, you might not want to go by yourself, but then your friends are always saying, girl, I ain't got the time. Girl, I ain't got the money. Girl, I can't do this. Girl, I can't do that. I can see that becoming very frustrating because I think with friendships as well, that we don't give a lot of light to is that you want to experience things with your friends just like you would experience things with a partner.
Yeah.
Like, I want to travel with my people. I want to go to different places, experience different things, have different awakenings, and just be around people that I love.
Well, then I think that's where
That's where the frustration comes in.
Being uncomfortable to get comfortable and maybe having that kind of like honest conversation and maybe putting something out there where maybe you could plan a trip, but it won't be for like this, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, maybe you could plan a trip, with a friend that whatever, like plan ahead to see where they're at.
And you
I'm just saying, that's only if you had that amount of friends. I don't know. I've never experienced that. So I don't know. That has to suck.
I've never experienced it either, but I would be naive to sit there and say that I wouldn't see the frustration.
Oh yeah, the frustration a lot, but I'm just saying I don't.
Or you got friends that want to do the same thing all the time.
Yes,
they don't want to go nowhere.
Yeah.
Or if they do go somewhere, it got to be someplace that you've been to 50, 11 times. They don't want to. They don't want to experience new things. They don't want to go see new things. They don't want to. They just really content with being in that very small bubble.
When you speak up, you suggest new things. If they don't fuck with it, you got to be comfortable going solo.
Yeah, and then people will be like, "Oh, you cut her off because she didn't want to go to Bali with you."
Oh well.
I mean, you don't have to answer anybody when it comes down to it. But I'm not gonna lie. For what she's saying, and she's speaking for herself. She said, "I don't want friends. I don't want to be friends with somebody that's always going through something or never financially stable." I think the wording is harsher than what she may intend or what she could explain it as. And she doesn't have to explain it. But when you really break down certain things, especially when we're living in a time where mental health is so fragile with everybody around us, let's be real, everybody is always going through something internally. Internally.
It just sounds like she don't have a handful of friends. You know what I mean?
And that could be true. And then she could be one of those people where everybody else is the problem except her. Granted, we don't have all that insight. But it's just like, I can understand the frustrations with the two things that she did pinpoint.
Never experienced, so that's to suck.
Like, I'm just saying, like, I'm being empathetic to it. Like, even when I'm trying to plan a group trip, I get frustrated when it's like, you got 10,000 people that want to do it, and then it comes up to you and one other person, or you by yourself, because people
have to just be okay sometimes and saying no. I feel like people say yes sometimes, so they think that person's gonna be upset if you don't want to go.
And I think, but then again, then you need to set a standard in your friendship where you guys can have uncomfortable conversations. One, and number two, there's no hard feelings. If I say I can't go, I can't go. Now I've had certain situations where I was friends with somebody. Every time I asked them to do something, they would say no. I'm gonna stop asking you.
Yeah.
And then you can't get mad when I stop. You're not. I'm trying to meet you somewhere. I'm trying to, like you said, meet the person where they are. But you're not giving me anything. There's a lot of people out here that just want the invite.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
But then they don't want to put themselves out there to make time for you, enjoy situations with you, go out with you. They just want to get the invite. They want to know that somebody is thinking about them enough to invite them out. But they know damn well I'm not doing it, or I don't want to do that, or I don't want to do that with you.
Very true.
So there's a whole bunch of different circumstances of why all these things can be true at once. But yeah, her wording might be a little blunt, but I can get where I know me and my personality. I can see where I would get frustrated, or I have been frustrated with things like this in the past. It's the truth. So I don't know. Talk to your friends. What about your friends? Let's get into this last breakdown topic. So you sent me the Tia Mowry clip with her having a conversation with Jackie Harry. I want to make sure that I play it from the part. I think this might be good.
Oh, no, not this early. You can't start crying.
I know, but I guess... go ahead.
I told you I had it for 3 years in my career, in my lifetime.
Yeah.
I had it all. I had a man, the kid, and the money.
Yeah.
And it was all working, and then it all went to...
I know.
It was phenomenal. I had support. I had nannies. I had Beach Boys. I mean, I had it all. But you can't have it all the time. Somebody's got to stay home with the kids or nurture the ego of the man.
Yes.
Do I sound bitter?
She was good as hell. So I think that part specifically is what I wanted to touch on, because I heard that and I'm like, I've heard it before. You can't have it all, and you definitely can't have it in tandem with. And even if you do have it all, it's always temporary. And I want to break that down. Like, do you truly believe that you can have it all at one point in your life, and do you think you can sustain it, or do you think it's always going to be temporary?
What's the three?
Well, she said she had the kid, the man, and the career. That was her big three. Now your big three could look different for you. But that's when for those 3 years, she had all of that, and those are her 3 years of bliss. But she said that's the only time in her lifetime that she's had that. And Jackie Harry got to be what? In her
70
70s?
something, I think.
So
71.
for 3 years out of her life is where she was absolutely and utterly content.
Damn.
You hear things like that, and you don't want to take on anybody else's stress, especially somebody that you don't know from a can of paint. But it's very hard not to be disheartened by certain things that you hear.
What is it?
She had the kid, the man, and the career for 3 years. She had everything.
No, but wait.
That's what she said.
The kid always gonna be there. You sure the kid?
Well, I mean, probably at a time where she was content with everything. Like, the child was growing up well. Her marriage was healthy. Her career was flourishing. Like, all of it on a positive level.
Oh,
like, don't get it twisted.
I thought you meant like, I thought you meant then 3 was the kid. I'm like, what?
No.
Kid?
She had the kid. Mm-hmm. She had, in hindsight, all in all, it looked like the 3 years she had a perfect life.
Okay.
But she says it just never lasts. It's never sustainable. At some point, something is going to either be pushed to the side, or you're going to have to make a compromise, or you're going to have to do more, give more of yourself.
I believe it. If you're a fucking robot.
I don't believe in, there's nothing in this world that's perfect.
No.
There's nothing in this world that's perfect. Now, do I believe you can get to a place of self-actualization and get to a place where you're very content with what you have, the people around you, your environment, your surroundings, the things that you're doing to fulfill yourself? I do believe that, but I wholeheartedly believe that it doesn't last, and not to the point where it doesn't last where everything completely and utterly ends.
Yeah.
But there's certain parts where you're going to have to pick up where something else is lacking, and vice versa. Something or somebody needs to be there to be a safe haven for you. So I mean, I agree with her, but it's the point of being disheartened by hearing advice like that, because their conversation, it says Jackie Harry giving Tia Mowry advice, and I feel like Tia, she understands that. She's lived it. She's lived it to the point where her shit has actually been dismantled. But it's like, now how do you bring yourself out of that space to actually be like, well, I don't want to live with this contempt, and I don't want to live in resentment and being bitter. Because you heard what she said. She's like, do I sound like I'm bitter? And it's like, how do you avoid situations like that? It's just like, what work do you do for that not to happen, or for you not to be jaded by it? I think that's what I'm like leaning towards when I think about it. Like, I know you can't have everything. I absolutely believe that you can't have everything. And even if you have it, you won't have it at certain times. Not altogether. But it's like, I don't know. It's like, what steps do you take to not become a robot towards shit? I feel like it goes in hand with the other tweet that I saw when people were saying, the one that you told me where the thread was sad. A lot of women need to get to the point where they understand that they're never going to get married in this lifetime. That they need to start preparing themselves and being okay with being alone. And you were like, this thread is so sad. And then I remember saying, it is sad, but to a certain extent, that kind of is where my mindset has always filtered back to. Unless I was actually happy with the situation. Like, if we're talking about specifically relationships, I don't know.
I don't know where I'm going.
I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about putting intention and being intentional about what I want out there when you keep getting hit with certain things. Like, I know this is, and it's something that I am talking about and working on in therapy, but it's like, how do you not be avoidant when there's nothing but bullshit to avoid out here? I would love somebody to explain it to me, because I mean, or somebody that's done the work and has gotten some type of result, but I don't know.
They're just going to tell you to keep trying. I know it's very cliche, And it sounds easier
No.
said than done, but you got to keep trying.
Honestly, it's cliche, but sometimes cliche answers are the best answers.
You got to keep trying. I know, and every time I talk to my grandfather about, my grandfather just turned 80. Every time I talk to him about stuff, I'll always just be like panicking or, stuff like that. He just be real calm. Of course, because he's 80. So he's
seen it all.
He's seen it all, but he's just like, that's life. And sometimes I'll be like, he said that, but it's true.
It's that simple, though.
It's that simple. He was like, you gotta keep trying. And I just be like, but it's that simple. And I know it's just like me. I just be like, what the? But it's like, I gotta keep trying. And it's like, I came to the conclusion, like, okay, like if I just don't get married, okay. Would I like to get married? Absolutely. I would love to get married.
Yeah, I still have that sentiment inside of me.
But it's just like, I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna keep trying. It sucks. Screaming a little, fuck you. But I'm going to keep trying.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what else to say. You got to just keep trying.
I think that's what you should say. I think it's like...
What Dory say? Just keep swimming.
Dory had amnesia, though.
Just keep swimming. But that bitch was smart. And she was right.
Smart with short-term amnesia.
She was right.
She pissed me off in that movie.
Stupid. She was a little dumb.
Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Little dumbass. Yeah. Smart as hell, but dumb.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna check out the full episode of that clip because I really want to see how they break down that whole not having it all. And then I know Tia gets into the prospects of dating and just feeling icked out.
Yeah, no, she was just basically saying like, cause she couldn't have it all. She was married, she had, she was at the height of her career. She had her family, but she didn't have it all because at home her husband wasn't working. His ego, him, wanting her, wanting her to be at home so then he could go out and possibly put himself out there some more and stuff like that. So she just, so she
damn
just
it, now he in every black sitcom you could think of.
But that's gotta suck. I can't even imagine being 40, 41, 42 years old, just now realizing I have a choice. Because everybody in my life
told me that
I had to perpetuate to my husband, or I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Like,
we gotta unlearn a lot of shit.
Honestly, I really feel like that show, that's a really, if you want to figure out how to try to find yourself, or, like, that's a really good show. Just stuff that she talks about and what she shares.
Yeah, she's really wildly relatable to a lot of the millennial black women right now.
And for her to only be with that one person, she's very relatable. Yeah. That's kind of like,
because she's been through it all.
But I also think that the You Can't Have It All also speaks to the the celebrities and stuff like that.
People put her on, they magnify her situation and they completely and utterly dissect it. And they shouldn't, because at the end of the day, you turn around, your auntie, your cousin, your sister, your mother probably have all felt the way she's felt at some point in their life.
Look, like you said about,
but she gotta be better because she a celebrity.
And last week's episode about what scares you about marriage is you growing that one person staying. You're married. Y'all growing apart, or different direction. You're up here. His career, he's been, his position that you have, but you're rising. You're rising to the top where you might get more responsibility, where you might lack a little.
And what
bit
if you don't have the time to stroke somebody's ego? So then are you being neglectful to your partner?
That's what she was saying.
Navigating that shit. I mean, it's a lot. I mean, when you find somebody that's worth it, I guess that's the icing on the cake.
But you got to put in that work, and that's also another job too.
Miscellaneous question for the week. We got, what's your government or hidden?
Hidden.
Okay, what is in your hidden folder on your phone right now?
Nasty shit, nudies, a little movies. I collect them like.
Collect them?
Oh, that was kind of wrong. I kind of put myself out there. That was.
Collect them.
What's them things? Them infinity rings. My best work is on there. My best work is on my hidden camera. My hidden on Snapchat. If you have a hidden in Snapchat, you're a nasty. You're a nasty OG bitch. Yeah, nasty OG bitch.
That shit go away. You send it. That should go away in 6 seconds or something like that. It vanish when you send it to somebody.
Oh, I don't know. You
send them a message on Snapchat, it goes away.
Oh, I'm talking about it's a hidden folder in Snapchat.
Yeah, I know.
Too.
And then you send it and it goes away. You could tell if
baby.
And then Snapchat was that girl when it would tell you when people screen recording and taking screenshots of your shit.
Little nudies, little movies.
I never sent a nude on Snapchat.
Yeah. What?
Once. Once.
It tells you if they take it though.
Yeah, once.
So-
Once. Clock you.
Yeah, but yeah.
Well, once they take it, some people are bold as hell. They're going to take that screenshot. That's nasty.
You'll never get one again.
And I'm telling you, dumbass bitch. Sorry. But, I mean, my hidden, I don't have anything.
You just don't take pictures of yourself?
I was supposed to start doing that.
That's my favorite thing to do.
I'm going to be honest. I've never taken... Okay. Oh, I lied. I had got wine drunk the other day, and I did a little video. So that's in there. That's the only thing. But
Okay.
before that, I don't take nudes just to take nudes. No.
You should.
I know. They say it's a really good confidence booster.
Mm-hmm.
And then with my nudes, too, I like to get real creative and real artsy with them. So then it takes a lot, and then I'd be like, I could really, spend my time doing something else. But granted, I got to stop thinking like that.
You should.
Because before, my hidden didn't have nothing.
You should. Spice up that hidden. Huh. You never know. You might
When
meet
it was
that one
full, it
person
was
and you have
full.
it in the bulk.
Yeah. and
Easy.
just
You
send
ain't
them
gotta.
something.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'll just do something new, maybe. I know you should stay ready so you ain't got to get ready.
There you go.
But episode 167 of... It's 167? It's not.
168.
Sorry. You said it in the beginning.
168.
They're keeping up more than we are. Let's
Of
be
the
fun.
podcast. Follow us here.
All up and down. TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Hinge.
Oh no.
Imagine putting your podcast on Hinge. On Hinge, let me tell you something. There was this friend group. It was 3 girls. They made one profile. So, like, if you answered a certain question or a certain prompt, that means you want to talk to this one girl. If you answered another prompt, that means you want to talk to another girl. If you answered another prompt or you liked that picture, then you wanted to talk to another girl. And they used one profile for 3 people. It was a friend group.
Okay.
People are so creative. Where's she
Yeah.
at?
Why didn't they just do it themselves? Well,
I don't know. I think they were experimenting. I think they were trying to beat the... There's been a whole bunch of stuff going around with, like, dating sites and dating apps, hacks on how they, like, get the people that you really want to meet up with, really want to go on dates with.
well, teach
My
me.
thing is this, though. Why I gotta hack the dating app to get what I want?
Because a lot of these niggas is frauds.
Then I don't want you.
Well, you hacking your way to the right ones. That's why. You hacking your way to the right ones because you want to get through the field of frauds. The field of frauds.
Yeah, because
The field of frauds.
I'm not going back on there.
Me either.
It's nasty.
Done.